Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Car Rides with Cody. I know you've been patiently waiting since last Tuesday when the last one dropped, but your wait is over. Your wait is fulfilled. I am here, ready for another car ride with you. Before we get started, I want to jump into some announcements. We have Popsicles in the Park, or Popsicles and Prayer in the Park coming up. We also have another milkshake drive-through in the works. So be looking out for those things. Be looking out for on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page for when we're going to be having those, and when you can come show up and hang out with us and see us, and we can see you and have a good time. Besides that, we also have our regular Wednesday night and Sunday night, high school night and junior high night. So we'd love to see you guys. Hope to see you soon. And with that, I'm gonna jump into what I'm talking about today. I'm gonna be in Romans chapter 8 today. Let me pull it up right quick. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. Here we are. It says, "And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose." Now, I love this verse. I feel like I hear it a lot, and I don't know if it's just me hearing it a lot because I need to hear it a lot, or if it is just said a lot. I feel like it might be one of the most quoted, like next to John 3:16, one of the most quoted Bible verses ever. I don't know, I feel like I hear it a lot. But with that, it's also an important verse. A lot of people use it to say, you know what, good things are going to happen to me. It says right here in the Bible, right here in Romans, good things are going to happen to me. And that is not always the case. Sorry. Even though good things will not always happen to you, God is still good, and he can still work all things for good. Which means, even though sometimes good things are not happening to us, even though sometimes the things that are happening to us might seem like bad things, God can still use them for good. Even though we've got trials, we've got difficulties going on, God can still use those things that are happening in our lives for good. He can still use them to further us as people, or further our faith, or our character, or just who we are in some way. He can use those things for good. Now I want to read a couple verses ahead of that. Let's find it. Verse 26. So, like I said before I get to 26, not everything that's going to happen to us is going to be inherently like a good thing. It's not going to feel great all the time, but it can be used for good. Now let me read 26. It says, "Likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words." Now, I like this verse. I really like that it's in front of verse 28. I know for a fact that that was by design. Sometimes during these bad things, we really need to pray. We can't understand why they're happening, what the good is going to come out of it, and all we have left to do, the only option we have available to us, is to pray about it. So we do, but sometimes we don't have the words, and that is okay to not have the words to pray. The Holy Ghost can intercede on our behalf. You do not have to have the perfect words. Your prayers do not have to come out perfectly as psalms or proverbs or little bits of poetry. But God will still understand your prayers. So, sometimes things are going to be hard. Sometimes you won't understand what the good is in a situation, why you are going through something, but you can always pray about it, and you can always take comfort in the knowledge that it is for good, and that there is some divine purpose and some reason that these things are happening to you. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, driving around with me. I hope to see you guys next week. I know you're going to be patiently awaiting the next car ride with Cody. So, I'll see you guys next Tuesday.